Hello and welcome to episode 54 of the Indie Spring Podcast. I'm your host, Faye. Hi, you guys. It's been forever since I've podcasted. Just quick with the apologies. I'm sorry. Life got away from me. And even I'm tired of hearing me apologize on this podcast. But all I can do is try my best and make it up to you guys by recording more. And so thank you to everybody who's tuning in, who is giving me a chance if this is your first time or coming back, because kids are amazing. As most knitters, amazing people. So a quick recap. Some things happen. Life just gets in the way, and you do the best you can. I kind of left social media of all kinds. I haven't Instagrammed. I didn't get on the computer. I hardly on Ravelry. Probably less than 3 or 4 times in the last several months. I also had my nephew stay with us in Oregon. He's from Michigan. He is 20 years old, and he stayed with us for the summer, which his summer is longer since he's in college, so like 4 months. And he stayed in my yarn room, which is great. It is also my spare bedroom, but I had no idea how hard it would be to be separated from all my craftiness. So I redid the room, and hopefully soon I'm going to show you a top to bottom. I redid everything about it. It feels so much better and nicer, but I did it right before I got here, so he would have more space, and it would be better laid out for him. But then I didn't get to use it, so I'm so happy to be back in my room, and my environment is a little different because where I was podcasting is no longer available. But that's okay. I'm going to try to figure out a better new solution, but for right now, this is going to have to do. And I'm just happy to be back with you, everybody, and to show you what I've been working on. I'm going to make this episode a little short and sweet. I know there is several housekeeping issues that I need to take care of that I'm going to slowly take care of over the next few weeks so I don't overwhelm myself. That's not a good excuse, but I know if I overwhelm myself, then I'm just going to drop the ball. Because there's a lot of other stuff going around in my life, such as I got in a car accident, totaled my car, had to get a new car, and that's been in the last few weeks, and some other financial stuff that we're doing to make our lives better. So just a lot of life stuff. Sometimes it stinks to be an adult, but we're getting back on track, people, and so I'm excited. I woke up and I've been thinking about podcasting. I've been thinking about Indie Spring, thinking about everybody out there, and I just want to reconnect. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but I'm really giving it a shot. I've missed the knitting community. I miss being on Ravelry. I don't know anything that's going on these days, and I feel completely out of the loop, and in some ways, like a brand new knitter. I know that doesn't really make sense, but over the last year, I have really struggled with my knitting and being involved in this community, not from the community standpoint, but a personal standpoint. And things in my life were overwhelming me, and I completely shut down that part of my life. But I am ready. I have fixed or gotten on task for most things, and I am back. And I really hope so. But no promises, because I don't want to break my promises to you guys again. So what have I been knitting? I have been starting to knit again. I took a big hiatus from knitting, and I didn't really knit anything at all, which is really sad. That was the first time probably in about 6 years that I didn't knit on a almost a daily basis. The break was good in some ways and horrible in others, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's start off with my first project that I have been knitting somewhat consistently on, and that is the Big Sister, which is a sweater pattern that came out a little bit ago. It's by, I'm going to butcher this name, and I completely apologize to the designer, Von Hinderstein, and it is a lovely oversized cardigan sweater, which I really want for the winter. I really need to knit sweaters. I was in Less's Sweater Club several years ago, and I have so many sweater quantities, it's ridiculous. And over this last year, I have lost about 60 pounds. And I did that for myself, and I'm so happy. I feel so much better. I changed my lifestyle. I changed how I eat. And all of of that good stuff, I feel a lot better, not only physically but mentally, and getting that shift to happen into my life has been amazing. But a few things are results from that. I don't fit in any of my old sweaters. None of them. Not even my first sweaters that I knit. And sometimes it's not so bad in the front, but like my armpits are super, super low. And so I have some plans for those, but that is yet to come. So I've been knitting the Big Sister, and this is a fantastic pattern. I'm really impressed, and I very much like it. There are several options with this sweater. You can do it as all-in-one, where you pick everything up, and she also, I believe, has a seam construction. I chose the all-in-one because I've never knit this kind of construction before. I've knit a top-down sweater, but not an all-in-one sweater. And what I mean by that, and I'll show you, is that this is how much I'm doing. And the yarn for this is Madeline Tosh, 80% merino, 20% cashmere, and this is actually one of the sweater clubs I was in, and this is one of my deliveries. So the yarn is okay. You guys know that I go back and forth on Mad Tosh. Her colors are amazing. I love a lot of her basics. Her price point is really great. But there is, of course, there's always a lot of ties in them. And in this spatula in particular, I've got a lot of subs or snubs, or I don't even know what you call them, but I'll show you. And I actually knitted some in because I figured, what the heck, I wanted to see how they look. So like right there, it's reverse, Kayla. Right there, you see how that big thing's sticking out? And that is the pills on the plies. Excuse me, it's plies. I can't even remember my terminology. It has been a long time. The plies on the yarn were thicker there, and that's just an inconsistency in the yarn base. But I really am enjoying this. I am knitting it on 4.5 millimeters US 7 needles, and they are my they're just Audis. I really like Audis. I've used them, or Addies, my entire knitting career. But I'm doing pretty well. So the way that you knit this sweater is you start with the collar, and then you pick up. I did that's the shoulder detail, which I really like. That nice full ribbing, and I'm very, very excited for this to get even better. So what I'm doing now is I separated for the sleeves, and I'm working on the body. I have been chosen to do the A-line shaping. I don't think I'm going to make it as big as the pattern called for. There's several different styles that you can do, and several different ways that you can do increases as well in the pattern, and they're placed differently based upon the final product that you want. The pattern is very descriptive and really great. I like how many options are available, and I do like that I'm trying a new technique that I never have before. What I mean, and what I said earlier about me being kind of like a new knitter, is that you can kind of tell my knitting is not as perfect as it used to be. I used to be able to knit my knits and purls. It used to be perfect tension, and I was amazing. But it took me years to achieve that, and I lost a little bit of it. So it's quite interesting seeing how much your knitting can change when you stop for a while. I've never really stopped since I started, so it was quite interesting, except for when I was pregnant. But I don't really count my pregnancy as stopping knitting. Yeah, I just don't count it. But I count this as me stopping knitting. But anyways, I'm super excited. I only have a few inches left on the body before I start a new ribbing section for the bottom of the sweater. And this is going to be I think the first time I'm doing pockets. Extremely excited to try pockets. I've always wanted to knit sweaters with pockets. And then I think once I get over my pocket, learning curve, I might try a hood next time. I don't know. It's a little iffy. I used to never, ever pick patterns with hoods. It's going to sound so cheap to me, but it's a lot of yarn for a hood, and I don't think I would ever use it. It's just kind of like this cool thing that would be in a sweater. And I might use it once or twice, but for a skein of yarn, that might cost me $25 for that hood. And so I never did it. But part of the blessing of getting fit and changing my lifestyle is that all my sweater quantities, I actually have a lot of yarn per sweater quantity. Sometimes it's two more skeins than I need. And so now I can try to do some of that crazy stuff. Like I never did a lot of cables. Again, that keeps up, yarn and all of that stuff. So I'm kind of excited in a lot of ways to see the new and different patterns that I can do with the yarn that I have on hand. I love having a stash and I love shopping through my stash. I'm not somebody that picks a pattern and then goes get brand new yarn. I like creating my stash like it is a store. And it's one of the best things about knitting. I feel so connected with my stash and being able to utilize what I have. I love it. But I'm super excited. I love it. I cannot wait to have this done and blocked and move on to the next sweater. I picked a worsted weight sweater for my first sweater coming back to knitting because it is so much faster than everything else, as everyone knows. As for my sweater patterns that I was knitting the last time I talked to you guys, I am going to have to rip all of them out. Some of them are almost completely done, but I want to recapture the yarn, quite honestly, and I'm not going to make a sweater that's not going to fit. And on most of my friends and in my family, I was the largest person, especially in my immediate family. And so if I could knit that and gift it to somebody, it would have fit. I would finish the sweater, but I don't have anybody that was that size. So I gotta look and see what I have and see what I need to do and what ones are sellable. But that's for another episode. So that's my first pattern that I'm working on right now. I love this bag, and I just want to give a shout out to my mom who made this bag. And it's also a bag that is available on indiestring.com. Please go check it out. And this, I don't know why I love this pattern so much, but it just speaks to me. I love the big flowers. They are showing pretty well a little bit, the green and the yellow. I think it's fun. And then the inside, of course, chevrons, which is one of my favorites. So thanks, Mom. I love your bags, as always. And all of her bags come with huge tabs on the end. And also right here, there's a little space so you can You can put your yarn tape inside the bag and thread it through here and be able to keep your yarn safe and sealed and still be able to access it on your project outside of it. So I really like that feature of my mom's bags. I use it when I'm on the go. Or for my travel knitting, that's what I do. So I'm knitting one other thing actively, and that is Waiting for Rain, and it is by Soft Sweater Knit. Soft Sweater is one word, guys, if you want to look it up. And I'm going to show you a picture. I've been carrying this pattern for a while, and it's completely beat up, so I'm sorry about, how wrinkled it is. But that's the sweater, or that's the shawl, excuse me. I'm knitting this out of a Yak Merino Silk blend, and I actually lost the tag from the dyer, but this is an independent dyer, and I'm in the middle of a row. Sorry about that. But I've gotten pretty far on it. This is the right side. And I've completed 3 sections out of 4. And the sections are actually these lace panel sections here. Let me try to get one and show you guys it. I really, really like it. I think it's beautiful. I'm very excited, and I can't wait until I can block it out and see what it looks like. I picked this color and the shawl pattern for my winter scarf that I'm going to have for this year. So I'm excited. I haven't knit and finished a new shawl I haven't knit and finished anything in forever. So the end is starting to come in sight on this, and it's an awesome mindless project. This is the first pattern that I have ever knit with carded lace rows. And not charted lace themselves, but they're also short rows. So carded short rows are a new thing for me. I think it's brilliant. If you're even a moderately experienced knitter, you would definitely be able to figure this out. It took me, I think, 2 or 3 turns to completely understand and get it. The first one, I was a little iffy on the very end and how she wanted it to be turned because you're not wrapping the yarn in this situation. But I was able to figure it out, and it's very nice as well that the other part of the shawl is garter stitch, and that tends to hide quite a bit for me. But it's been really nice. The only thing I have to say is I kind of want to talk about the Yak Merino silk base for a minute. I thought it would be softer. Yak is my favorite soft yarn, I guess, to utilize. Everybody, me included, loves cashmere, and I never thought I would like something more than that, but I adore Yak. It is amazing. And I have one other shawl that I spun the yarn and I knit it out of 50% Yak and 50% silk, and that is an amazing shawl. I wear it all the time. It's so fluffy and feels like a cloud. It's amazing. And so I picked this base basically because it had Yak in it. Yak, which is really soft and downy and light, but I like the addition of silk to make it shiny a little bit and strong. I was hoping that the Yak properties would show through more, and they really haven't. Now, I don't know if this is because it hasn't gone through a really nice soak and blocking, and so I'm hoping that after I get it done and I am able to really do the finishing on it, that it's going to bloom nicely and give me some of that little fuzzy cloud downiness that I love Yak for. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can figure that out. This is the first time I've used the spatial, although I know it's wildly popular, or at least I think it is, from the little that I currently know about the current base trend. I also really like this dark teal, and I think it goes well with my dark hair and my complexion these days. So, what else is happening? Not much. I just wanted to record a quick episode and tell you guys hello. I really try to do my podcast like everybody else did their podcast, and I think that's part of the reason why it was becoming so difficult for me because I was doing things that I didn't really love. And so I wanted this to be more free flowing and more like I am and be a reflection of me instead of trying to be with the masses and do everything the way that somebody else does. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and have great plans for this weekend. I am going to try to start a discussion on our Instagram group. Just say welcome back and say hi to everybody. If you guys want to catch me up on what you've been doing, what is going on in the knitting community, your favorite knitting patterns. I haven't looked at my knitting patterns in a month, you guys. What is knitting? What are you excited about? And I saw the forecast today on MSN, and it was this big report about how there's so much snow forecasted for the winter, which I'm sure makes the Midwest cringe a little bit, but I am getting excited for fall and for winter, you guys, and all the knitting that entails. Christmas is only 3 months away. I cannot believe it, and obviously I do not have time to knit for Christmas, although a part of me really wishes that I could. I am I shouldn't say super, I am almost over all this hot weather, and I just want it to be, instead of 80-some degrees during the day in Oregon or high 70s, mid to high 70s, I would like it to be 60 or 50, and I want to wear a wonderful sweater. But it can wait a few more weeks until I finish my first sweater. Well, the sweater that's going to fit me. You guys, I missed you so much. I hope you missed me, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys again and see what you have been up to. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully, and knit with love. Bye, y'all.